The quality of relationships is important in leadership, and often it's very surface level. And so one of the key things that we often do work on is strengthening relationships with peers, with direct reports, to really understand what matters to people, to be able to help meet their needs. Because people in general are really, I'd say, bad at expressing their needs directly. And that is something that I even noticed in myself a number of years ago, where, you know, it's easy to be upset about something, but then to actually be able to communicate those needs, it can be difficult. And especially if you're doing it as a team member, communicating to your, you know, manager, it's usually a barrier. So it's up to the leader to be able to build that trust, to build an environment where your team members and your peers can be vulnerable and be transparent. Because often the barriers of communication lead to a lack of problem solving, a lack of innovation, a lack of collaboration. And I've seen this in some of the largest organizations that I work with, because people don't have trust and quality relationships, they don't solve the biggest problems. And they are scared to cross into somebody else's turf, so to speak. So you have these turf wars, which are not really discussed, but are felt and known, and get in the way of actually the company being able to innovate and perform better.